This is the Phillies Postcast, your instant game reaction for the Philadelphia Phillies. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Welcome into the program, ladies and gentlemen. This is Locked On Phillies Postcast on the Locked On Phillies YouTube channel. My name is Mark Farzetta. It's fantastic to have you along for the ride, especially after a Phillies 12-5 clubbing of the New York Yankees into BRONX. And tonight, the Phillies were the Bombers. Now, the Yankees hit their fair share of home runs in this one as well. But the guys that stole the show tonight, Yankees hit 4 home runs tonight, but were outdone by the Philadelphia Phillies. Most notably, Kyle Schwarber, who, as far as I'm concerned, is as good as re-signed with the Phillies. And after the second 2-run homer that he hit, they got the shot of Dave Dombrowski in the suite there, whatever. And he took a sip. It looked like he took a sip of water and then wanted to spit it out because he was like, "Damn, this guy's going to cost a lot more money now." Like, it just keeps on going up and up and up. 36 home runs now on the season, 4 RBIs tonight. Absolutely incredible. And how about this? I love the stat that they brought up during and then immediately after the game. Kyle Schwarber has the most home runs of anyone of their first 1,000 hits. So he got his 1,000th hit tonight. Of those people who get 1,000 hits, he's got the most home runs. And the humility of this man, the humbleness of this man. He gets asked that question. He goes, "Yeah, I don't know if that's a good thing." Like, in other words, home run or bust most of the time for Kyle Schwarber. I don't think of him that, at least not this year, at all. So I love to see that. Plus, the guy gets on base at an alarming clip as well. So Phillies get a huge win today, get started off on the right track. They win the game with Taijuan Walker on the hill. And now they got Ranger Suarez coming up and then Zach Wheeler coming up to go against Carlos Rodon there on the Sunday game there, Sunday afternoon, to win this game with Taijuan Walker, who has not been a ginormous problem this year for the Phillies, not the one that we've certainly made out to be. Is certainly pitched better than last year, which is not that difficult, but better than that. He goes 5 2/3, just 1 out shy of what would have been a quality start, 6 innings, 3 runs. And he goes 5 2/3, 3 runs today. All 3 of those solo home runs, by the way. But the Phillies today back it all up with the bats. If you're going to have a 12-run game, and I was to tell you before this series started, hey, before the series started, you got these pitchers. Who do you want to get 12 runs for? I think everyone would say Taijuan Walker, and they did that today. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of it all. First and foremost, make sure you guys hit like and subscribe on Locked On Phillies YouTube channel. You got me, Mark Farzetta, for your Locked On Phillies postcast, and then daily, Connor Thomas has you covered each and every day with your Locked On Phillies daily podcast. So let's get into it. 3 big things. Number 1, as one would assume,
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
Schwarbomb. Okay, only hit 2. One of the other bombs there was from JT Realmuto. But still, you go into that 5th inning. Phillies are down 2-0. You're like, come on. You got to get Taijuan Walker some run. If you're going into the 5th inning and Taijuan Walker is only allowed 2 runs, and 2 of those runs are on solo home runs, you got to do a little bit more than this there, offense. More than nothing. So you go into that 5th inning. You have Trey Turner lead things off with a base knock. Up next is Kyle Schwarber. And for some reason, Warren decides to start him off with the first pitch fastball out over the middle of the plate, and bye-bye. 413 feet to right center field. He just tattooed this baseball, and just like that, you push the SCHWARBOMB button, and you're tied at 2. So now you're feeling pretty good about yourself. You're like, okay, let's do this. This is great. And then Giancarlo Stanton, he hits he does a thing that he does a lot, and he hits a bomb. And that one travels. I didn't write down the mileage there. But anyway, he gets a home run on a 2-2 fastball. Nothing you can really do about that one, unfortunately. Just got him. 2-2 fastball. Taijuan Walker lost him. Then it's Yankees in front 3-2. So now you need some magic happening for yourself. You get a little magic happening in that 7th inning when you break out with the Nick Castellanos E3 to Paul Goldschmidt, of all people, who overthrows home plate. You get the runs across the plate that way. JT Realmuto steps with a home run. More on that in a second. And then you want a little bit more insurance as Jordan Romano made it a 2-run game. I'm sorry, Deborah. 2 runs. Anyway, he's sleeping on the sofa tonight. But Kyle Schwarber's got his back because he's got the insurance runs right there in his back pocket. Kyle Schwarber, 380-foot home run to right field. His second home run of the game. His second 2-run home run of the game. His third hit of the game. What a day for Kyle Schwarber. Obviously, your player of the game. As for second thing, the turning point.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
The air was out of the balloon when Giancarlo Stanton hit that home run to go up 3-2. You weren't feeling really great about yourself. And then in the seventh inning, what happened? Trey Turner led off again with a single. I see what you're doing there, Trey Turner, one of his 4 hits. It was ruled that Aaron Judge trapped it in right field. And I could see it on the fly. That he trapped that ball. He trapped it. Absolutely trapped it. They do the replay. He trapped it. Leadoff single. Things are going in the Phillies' direction. Then Kyle Schwarber hits the single. Now you got runners on first and second. You got nobody out. Harper tries to lay down a bunt, doesn't do it, but gets a swinging bunt, if you will. Advances the runners second and third with 1 out. Hill goes out of the game. Weir comes the game. Castellanos steps up. He hits a little dribbler, a little bouncer with a runner on third to Paul Goldschmidt at first. Usually the sure-handed Goldschmidt, from what I understand. He sure-hands it, but then throws it away past home plate. Trey Turner scores on it. You got damage brewing here with a tie ball game. Then you got second and third with 1 out. JT Realmuto steps up, and I say at the moment, I go, he's been hot for the Phillies. You want to see him continue to be hot for the Phillies. We'd love to see him get a big hit. Gone! And JT Realmuto at this moment jumps on a changeup, blasted 414 feet to left field. It looked like it went into the tunnel, the fans tunnel, or the VOM, which is the technical term for it, and hit it up there for the 3-run home run. Now the Phillies, instead of it being a 3-3 game or 3-2 at the beginning of the inning, it goes 3-2, 3-3, and then 6-3 in favor of the Phillies. That right there was the turning point of the game. The unfortunate thing is after that turned heavily in the Phillies' direction, Jordan Romano did come in, and he has been good. I acknowledged it the other day. It was about 4 or 5 starts or outings where he had done his job. Since the Giants debacle out there in San Francisco, the walk-off 3-run home run off the angled wall in right center field, since then, he's been really good, and I've acknowledged that. I've given him his props, but now it's back to the sofa, Deborah. So sorry about that, Jordan Romano. Not really good. Bad, as a matter of fact. Allowing 2 runs in that 7th inning to make it a 1-run ball game again, 6-5, and that's where the player of the game struck again right after that. By the way, that little 2-run inning there for the Phillies for the insurance runs in the 8th inning happened with 2 outs. Trey Turner, a 2-out walk. Kyle Schwarber, a 2-out, 2-run home run, 380 feet. So you love to see it. As far as what you'll be talking about tomorrow,
this is what you'll be talking about.
You're going to be talking about Kyle Schwarber needs to sign a long-term deal with the, or an extension, the 3-year deal, whatever it might be with the Phillies, to just keep hitting SCHWARBOMBs here in Philly. And 2 things happen. I mentioned Dave Dombrowski being up there in the booth, whatever, the suite, and Kyle Schwarber hits the 2nd home run. He's like, that's going to be a little bit more money. That's going to eat up a little bit more of the budget. Fortunately, John Middleton and the ownership group of the Phillies, they got some deep pockets. Second, he's gotten the blessing from the de facto assistant general manager. And so I won't even say the assistant general manager. I'm going to say the assistant president of baseball operations. I'm going to say the VP of baseball operations, Bryce Harper. Goes John Middleton in ownership, Dave Dombrowski, Bryce Harper, and then Mattingly. I'm blanking on Mattingly's first name, the GM, but it's Don Mattingly's son. Anyway, that's where we're looking there. So for me, that's what you'll be talking about. That Schwarber needs to be back. And I also think you're going to be talking about the fact that if there was 12 runs scored, as I mentioned earlier, you'll want it to be in Taijuan Walker's start. Now, baseball is a funny game, and everyone says that. Yet I hardly ever laugh. I'm hardly ever laughing at baseball. But baseball is a funny game. You got 12 runs for Taijuan Walker. So I haven't even looked at the comments section yet. I'm going to go ahead and take a glance, and I'm going to go ahead and assume there's 1 or 2 more people that are 1 or 2 people that are going to say, well, now they're going to score 2 runs tomorrow for Ranger. Yeah, it's going to be a 3-2 Phillies loss type of thing. Or maybe 3-2 Phillies win. I don't know. Maybe Schwarbomb keeps on bombing in the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? You score 2 runs for Zach Wheeler. Yeah, I get it. We all know what happens. But hopefully that's not the case. The Mets, by the way, the other New York team, the Mets are out there in San Francisco for a series with the San Francisco Giants. They are leading right now 2-1 in the bottom of the first inning. That's the way that one's going down. The Mets are up 2-1 on San Francisco, bottom of the first inning. But San Francisco has a runner on second with 1 out. Let's go, Giants. Let's go, San Francisco Giants. All right. When we come back, we're going to take your comments on this. We'll go through the box score, go through the pitchers as well, what they had going for themselves tonight, other than just Walker and Realmuto, who we've already mentioned. So we'll talk about that and more when we return. This is Locked On Phillies Postcast on the Locked On Phillies YouTube channel. My name is Mark Farzetta. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Back after this. Oh, my goodness gracious. Let me tell you about the Game Time app. Want to go to the game, the concert, the comedy show? You ever decide last minute that you want to be at the big event? Game Time has you covered. Maybe it's game day. Maybe you realize, oh, I'm hanging out with my buddies, hanging out with my friends. I want to go to a game. Bang, Game Time app. That's where they come in. You download the app, you create an account, you use promo code LOCKEDONMLB, and you get $20 off your first purchase on the Game Time app. Game Time makes buying tickets fast and simple. When prices on the app actually drop, the closer you get to first pitch. So keep that in mind with the Game Time app. And also, why not take the guesswork out of buying tickets and make life a little simpler with the Game Time app, as you can actually view your seat's vantage point before you buy the ticket. So again, take the guesswork out of buying tickets with the Game Time app. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use promo code LOCKEDONMLB. That's promo code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off your first purchase. Again, create an account, use promo code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. Here's another one for you. Game Day Hue. That's Game Day Hue. Now, what does this mean? Well, if you don't want the big giant logo of a team on a hat that you really like wearing and you want to wear it every day, maybe not just sporting events, but also out in the world, mowing the lawn, going out and about on town, whatever it might be, Game Day Hue is for you, where you can represent your team's colors without the big logo, for instance. Game Day Hue is clean, no logo gear with team-inspired colors for every pro and college fan base. It's all about letting your colors speak for you. No giant logos, just smart, versatile style that works on game day. On the course, maybe out there on the golf course, really anywhere. That's how great Game Day Hue is. I have a couple of these hats. They're comfortable. They're fashionable. They are great. And it's not just hats. You can check out their split shade gloves as well, made for the golf course, and perfect gift for the fan who has everything. Right now, you can get 15% off with code MLB15. That's MLB15 at GameDayHue.com. That's GameDayHue.com. The code even stacks on bundle deals. So how great is that? So there's no time. So there's So now's the time to load up. Let your colors do the talking, because colors speak louder than words. That's GameDayHue.com with promo code MLB15. Before we get into the chat check, let's take a look at today's box score. Look at that. 4 hits for Trey Turner, gets the average back closer to 300, where he was for so long. He gets 4 base knocks tonight, 3 runs scored, also an RBI, 396 average. Kyle Schwarber, 3 for 5 today. As we've mentioned, 2 of those home runs, both of them 2-run home runs, a walk and a strikeout, not too shabby. Bryce Harper, come on. 0 for 4 on the day. By the way, I said when, who was it that came in to face him before he tried to lay down that bunt? What? Oh, it was the 7th inning. Anyway, when I saw the delivery, I went, Harper's either just going to keep the bat on his shoulders or he's going to try to lay down a bunt. And he tried to lay down a bunt. Either way, he kind of got a bunt on it anyway. He advanced the runners. Nick Castellanos had 2 hits on the day. Not bad for Nick Castellanos. Also an RBI, 2 runs scored. JT Realmuto had 2 hits today, including a single to left field and that 3-run home run. Brandon Marsh in the month of July he really cooled off from the 300 batting average and I think 298 batting average. For 2 months he was great. Now he's back down to earth. In the month of July, he hit 200. He's hitting 200. Good to see him get a base knock today. Kepler 0 for 3. Kemp 0 for 4. Just missed a home run a little early, I think, on a slider. Just missed a solo home run. Edmundo Sosa came into the game, and shocker, did something great for the Phillies. Bryson Stott had a hit today and 2 RBIs. Great to see Stotty starting to pick it up a little bit. As far as, that's 2 games now where you've seen something positive from the dish from Bryson Stott. And then you look at Taijuan Walker. I've mentioned his numbers. Tanner Banks came in, did his job, gave up a hit, but did get the strikeout, just 8 pitches. Romano, we've mentioned. Orion Kerkering, a good inning there in the 8th. And then Daniel Robb was able to close things out there in the 9th inning in a 12-5 game. As I've been saying, You love to see it. Now let's see what you guys had to say about this one with the Phillies coming away with the 12-5 victory. Morgan Landy leading off for us as per usual. What's going on? 1 out away from a quality start from Walker. A win is a win. Hopefully the bats can have his back. Please and thank you. Yeah, even tomorrow. Top of the 7th inning, JT shuts the crowd down with a 3-run home run. That was absolutely the game changer. Seabrook 9, Farzy, Deborah not going to have a good night tonight. No. Well, she's going to have the whole bed because our man is going to be there on a sofa. Fun fact, Colorado Rockies lead the National League in triples with 28. Thank you, Jess. Appreciate that. Joseph Grillo, hello. Trey getting on 4 times in front of Schwarber. Good things will happen. Yeah, it's exactly what you want to see. It's exactly why hey, look, the Phillies record with Kyle Schwarber as a leadoff hitter is pretty good. But when he signed here, when Trey Turner signed here, I loved Trey Turner getting on base in front of him, and then Kyle Schwarber hitting 2-run home runs. Today was the perfect example of that because there were 2 of them. Not just 1, but 2 of them. I'm sorry, John. I misread this. I thought you were going Corky Romano. Miscusi. Romano, whatever. After a day off, the 7th inning option cannot be Romano. I concur. That's a good point. Sir Sketchable, what's popping? Seems like it would have been a fun game to watch on TV. Oh, yeah, the finger raised up, MLB TV. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I will say this. I know I don't like limiting the audience to a game, especially for a hometown crowd, obviously, right? I don't like it. I will say this about Apple TV. They do a phenomenal job on the broadcast. It's some of the best camera angles. I enjoy the team, the broadcast team. They just do a really good job. And Nikki Cass, who I know is a New York fan through and through, on Instagram, TikTok, and all that stuff. I think the dude's funny, and I love that he loves baseball, and we have similar backgrounds. Let's just put it that way. So I like that he's getting some more shine from even outside the digital world. So that's good. And a home run in the celebrity game, good for you, son. Still pissed about 2009 Yankees can shove it, says Joseph Grillo. We'll never get over it. 5 home runs. They showed the curveball. They showed the damn curveball from Cole Hamels to Andy Pettitte. What are we doing? Like, you might as well just show me Joe Carter's 3-run home run against Mitch Williams while you're at it. Anyway, Jerry Von Skyver. Hey, bud. He was absolutely awful first few innings. Wait, who? Walker? What am I missing? What's happening here? Oh, the home plate ump. Thank you. He was. That's a great point, Jeremy. Yeah, he was terrible. I'll say this. Pitchers definitely got the shine tonight, to use that phrase again. Pitchers definitely got the benefit of the doubt throughout the game. And I was surprised when a borderline strike. I was surprised when he called a pitch in favor of a batter. He was very pro-pitcher today. Jamie Moyer would have loved the strike zone tonight. And who's the dude behind the dish today? Oh, Rabum. Yeah, that's the way that one went. Walker should not be starting come playoff time. I concur. But if he could flirt with quality, look, here's the thing. I know we're used to some great pitching. But your 5th starter, if you're getting to your 5th starter, you can't expect 6 scoreless. You can't expect 6 and 2 runs. You can't expect really even a quality start. You got to be looking at him going like, he's going to give you 5 innings, 4 runs. Like, that's the way. If you're an offense, that's how you have to think. This isn't going to be a gem. He's not going the distance. He's not giving you. You're going to be lucky to get something close to a quality start, which is exactly what he did tonight. Ranger Marcus Stroman, game 2. Chris, I'm looking forward to it. Michael Thomas, hello. Mike, here are 2 more bombs for you. Schwarbomb, 35 and 36, 4 hits for Trey. How about that? Vicky Carson, hello, Vicky. Lots of Phillies fans there tonight. It really was coming through. And when Kyle Schwarber was getting interviewed at the end of the game, I could hear a E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles. I will say this. I love Eagles chants on the road. To me, it's like taking attendance. It's like taking roll call. Hey, let's see how many people from Philly are here. And it's like better. It's easier to not boo that down because it just grows as opposed to like a Let's Go Phillies chant. That's like 4 people and then like everyone joins in and then boo. JT was clutch. Absolutely. Evelyn. What's up, Evelyn? Fighting's coming alive. Evelyn's 3 big things. Here we go. Hitting balls to scoring runs. Told you it was fun. Damn right. Walker, absolutely, despite the solo home runs. Walker, absolutely feeling good. Looking good. Like it. Philly Nate, the Schwarbarian, obvious player of the game. Absolutely. Ray and Deborah tried to blow it in the 7th inning. Well, how dare you? How dare you, Philly N8, to say that Deborah had anything to do with this? She is his support system. She is his anchor. She is his rock. She had nothing to do with this. This bit has been going on all season, and I'm going to tell you, I love it. I just appreciate that you guys have jumped on board so much with my dumb Ray Romano impression for a guy named Jordan Romano. That's how he likes to say it. By the way, what did he give up? Volpe was a hanging slider. Ray, I told you not to throw the slider. I like the slider. Sorry. All right, that's enough. Hey, Jason, WFD. Hey, bud. Turner and Schwarber said, you know what? Let's bump up our stats a bit tonight. Absolutely. Mark C. Hi, Mark. Nice to see Schwarbomb and JT blast off. Absolutely. Deborah would have been sweating bullets in the 7th inning. A little bit. Here's Ray Amato. Closer. I swear if the Phillies front office doesn't pay Schwarber, Philly fans need to riot in the streets because, my God, that man could smash baseballs into oblivion. There's just a violence to it, man. It's like it really does remind me of Jim Thome. It really reminds me of Jim Thome. Like that country strong type of build, and just Bryce Harper has a violent swing. Schwarber just has it kind of reminds me of if Jim Thome and Chase Utley had a baby, it would be Kyle Schwarber. That's kind of, does that make sense? No? Okay, stay with me. If they had a baby, that's what it would be. I think that makes total sense. Thank you very much. In the words of Mitch Hedberg, crawl into my mind and come out and tell me that doesn't make sense. Sosa's defensive replacement. I like that. I'm good with that. The Rodon game is going to be tough. I have to. Preston Mattingly, Bandman 100. You're awesome. Thank you. Mickey Moniak again? Holy Stromboli. Mikey B, JT's bomb, loudest of all time. Oh, that's good. What's Dombrowski waiting for? I don't know. Maybe they don't want to talk about it during this. I don't know. Yari's Familia equals Romano. That's great. Jason WFD, hello. I agree with you, Farzi. The Apple broadcasts are well done. Hate all the exclusive broadcasts of black. Yeah, we're on the same page here. We're all on the same page. That's an interesting observation, Mikey B. Apple's play-by-play people are the fairest. They're the fairest of them all from the outside networks. Yes, they are. Jason W. Mitch Hedberg reference? Come on. Absolutely. It's one of my all-time favorites. I steal his line so many times. I use it for broadcasts. Drinking for the, but I'll just get through the line. The line is hilarious. Drinking for the comedian is like stretching for the athlete. It's one of my favorites. Bam, probably does hang out with Malachi. That was the name. Thank you. It was in the back of my head when I was talking about, you know what I mean. Anyway, Philly born and raised 4 for 4. The ghost of Babe Ruth entered Kyle Schwarber at Yankee Stadium tonight. Was he playing with a head of lettuce under his baseball cap? Anyway, thanks everybody in the chat. You guys are awesome. As per usual, here's what we got coming up tomorrow. Now, here's what's awesome. I love this. I hope you love this. Back-to-back day games tomorrow for your fighting, or excuse me, back-to-back day games Saturday and Sunday. We got Ranger Suarez on the hill at 105 tomorrow. That'll be a fun one. He goes against Marcus Stroman of Stroman Rolls. I don't know. That's a Ranger Suarez 2.66 ERA. Stroman a 5.64 ERA on the season. I think he has about 7 starts on the season so far. This will be his 8th start on the season. He's coming off a real solid outing against the Atlanta Braves, who, in case you haven't been paying attention, suck at baseball. But 6 innings, 1 run, 5 hits. Did give up a solo home run in that one. Prior to that, 5 innings, 2 runs, 6 hits against the Mariners in that one. While I'm here, let's just see how he did against Cal. Oh, Cal Raleigh took the oath for that day. How you like that, hon? All right. And then Wheeler, Carlos Rodon, Rodon. I've been saying Rodon. He goes tomorrow. So that's the way, depending on what kind of accent you want to put on that. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Be back with you guys tomorrow and Sunday. Hopefully the Phillies come away, with at least another series win. Oh, Joel, I missed you. Joel, what's going on? Would be great if they broke the streak of not scoring after getting a bunch. Right? I'm with you. Pasquale, Kyle is rocking the cornbread feed Midwest power. There you go. Jason, I know you love the Deborah bit. Thank you so much for encouraging my stupidity. Thanks everybody in the chat. I hope I got at least everybody once up here. Dave, you can't trust Romano. I concur. John, Phillies need to get some bullpen arms. I agree. Hopefully. By the way, the deal that's out there right now, the rumor that's out there right now with O'Neal Cruz, no. Not even thank you. Just no. 219 hitter? No thanks. Barely gets on base? No thanks. That's where I stand on that one. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Back with you guys tomorrow. Look forward to it. Hopefully talking about another Phillies victory. Like and subscribe. You got me for your Locked On Phillies postcasts, and you got Connor Thomas each and every day for your Locked On Phillies daily podcast. See you guys tomorrow. Go Phils.